Welcome back to Piston Ported Secret Laboratory. For today's episode, I'm just going to do a quick talk on craft here about my 4-speed transmission case refinishing. As you can see how beautiful that is. I want to talk a little bit about how I achieved that. So, the first thing that I'm going to talk about, I used to own a vapor blasting business. So I have a lot of experience blasting for restoration, for cases. So with that in mind, what I did here, isn't going to apply to everybody, but, it might apply to you or your situation. So the first thing I did is I degreased it heavily. Get everything you can out of it, which is pretty basic stuff. The next stage in the process is I went through and I duct tape all of the studs on the case because I knew I wasn't going to remove any of these because they're in good condition, and I'm going to reuse them. So, and I don't want to risk backing them out and pulling the threads out or anything like that. So I went through and I duct taped all of the studs. One of the locating dowels didn't come out, so I duct taped that. If those don't come out easily, I just leave them. If they come out easily, I bag them up and put them to the side. So I went through and I duct taped all that. I duct taped the ends here, and all this information is going to apply to any type of aluminum case that you're going to refinish or restore. So whether it's a Lambretta or a Triumph or, a Harley or whatever it is, it's going to be the same no matter what. So I went through and I taped. So I even taped like this here, the bushing, the inside of this bushing. I covered that. I taped the inside of the bushing inside the case on both sides. Just because I don't want any blast media to hit that. And then the next thing I did after I, cleaned it all up and then dried it completely and taped everything off is I went through and I aluminum oxide blasted this using a blast cabinet that we just got at work. So the correct type of blast cabinet for this procedure is going to be one that actually recycles the bead and separates the shattered bead or media of whatever sort you choose from the good media. So I went through and I aluminum oxide blasted that. And the reason I do that is to basically skin the entire thing. So when I do that, same thing with this. You skin the entire exterior surface with aluminum oxide. And that, what that does is that removes like a microfine top coat of the material. So any oxidation or anything like that is going to hopefully get removed during that process. And what you want to do too in that situation is you want to make sure that you're not blasting anything inside the case, whether it's this part or even this part. I don't blast anything inside the case. You don't want to do that at all. You want to just focus your attention exclusively to the exterior surface because that's what you're restoring. And then once that's done, I went through and I blew it all off and checked it and made sure everything looked nice. And it has a real dry finish to it when you shoot aluminum oxide, which is fine because, again, it's just to descale the surface and remove any of the, the years and years of crap that have affected it. So, I descale the whole exterior surface, and then I go back after I'm done with all that, and then I actually shoot it with glass bead. And when I do it with glass bead, I use, I believe it's number 10 glass bead. I shoot it at 60 PSI at, let's say like a 45 to 75 degree angle. You don't want to shoot straight at it. You want to shoot at an angle so that the bead actually bounces off the surface instead of trying to embed itself into the surface. What that does is it peens the surface, and then it also helps it so that it doesn't, the bead doesn't shatter when it hits it. And that is actually how I achieve this finish, is through, you know, glass bead, number 10, 60 PSI at an angle. Again, avoid shooting the interior surfaces in any way, shape, or form. Glass bead will impregnate itself into the surface of the outside of this case. So if I ever wanted to, you know, powder coat this or anything like that, that is not going to work. I would have to actually take this case and either sandblast it or go back and aluminum oxide blast it again, or put it in a ultrasonic tank, you know, a heated ultrasonic tank, to release the bead that is actually impregnated into the exterior, you know, of this case. Which is why, again, you don't want to put it anywhere near the inside of this, because when you do, it impregnates into there, and then when you heat it up, you know, when it starts actually doing its job and being a transmission, and the oil starts heating up and the case heats up, it's going to release that bead into your actual bearings and transmission or engine or whatever it is. So you definitely want to avoid shooting inside here no matter what. But you can see, you know, I do all the gasket surfaces and everything like that. And then when that's done, I'll go back, you know, and I take a little pick and I clean out any of the stuff, and then I keep shooting until I get a completely clean surface. So, you know, you kind of dig out any like grease that you may have missed when you cleaned it or anything like that, or packed in, you know, mud or whatever. And until you get this perfectly nice clean surface. And then when I'm done with all that, I go ahead and I hose the entire thing down with a product called ACF 50. And ACF 50 is an oxidation or, you know, rust or, you know, those type of thing, you know, inhibitor. So, and what that does, it's, you know, it's made for airplanes, and they hose it all over the aluminum, and then the aluminum absorbs it, and then it doesn't, you know, theoretically oxidize in the short term. So I hose the whole thing down with this product called ACF 50, and then I let it sit on there for, I don't know, an hour, a couple hours, I suppose. And when I'm done with that, I go back and I wipe all that down, you know, with a clean, you know, blue shop towel or, you know, paper towel. And then that gives me this is the final finish now, and I can handle this. It's not going to absorb my fingerprints or grease or oil or anything like that now, because it's peen shut because of the glass bead, and then I sealed it with the ACF 50. Now, if you don't have a cyclone separating glass cabinet, you will never achieve this finish. If you are using a cheap blaster from like Harbor Freight or something like that, you will never achieve this finish, because you're not separating the shattered media from the good media. So the shattered media will always bounce off of this and then create what it looks like a more dry, like a dry finish. And what that actually is, it's not a peen finish, but it's an open finish. So what a peen finish is it peens it shut so it doesn't absorb, you know, grease or chemicals or anything like that. And with a dry finish, every time you touch it, your fingerprints or grease or oil or whatever it is gonna contaminate and absorb into the surface, because aluminum is a porous material and it wants nothing more than to soak up whatever it touches. So you have to have a cyclone separating, you know, glass bead or media blasting cabinet to achieve a peen finish. But yeah, and I have done many different types of blasting in my history, and this is just what I have available to me now. You can also, aluminum oxide blast it, and then shot tumble it, or something like vibratory tumble it, and that will give you a nice original type finish. You can get it vapor blasted, which is a lighter finish than this. This is not an OEM finish. I would say this is cleaner than OEM. An OEM finish for me would be like stainless steel shot blasting or something like that. And that would give it a slightly darker tint to it. But, for what I'm doing, I like to work with clean things. I like to build clean engines. So this is a clean engine now, and I can build this safely. And yeah, I forgot to mention that you do have to go through and blow out every possible thing in the threads and everything like that. Get some brake cleaner out, get your air gun, and every millimeter of this thing needs to get blown out, because that stuff gets everywhere. Even if you're not shooting on the inside, you're getting it on the inside. So particularly in this one, I had this one corner here where a stud kind of punched through when they drilled it, and yeah, that was all packed full of glass bead, even though I never shot inside of it. And that's just going to happen. So you just got to make sure that this thing, when you are done, before you coat this thing in ACF 50, it is 100% clean. So there's no glass bead anywhere. And so that takes a little bit of time as well, because holy man, do I now want to find glass bead in this when I'm done, or down the road when I'm riding it or whatever. So yeah, that's my talk on craft for case refinishing. Hope you enjoyed it. Get a little closer here for you, just so you can see the finish. Hopefully you like it. You can see how nice it looks. But yeah, and that's it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I forgot I'm supposed to say that. So thanks for joining us.